live. Okay.
We're live, Ralph.
We're now live. I'm so excited for this episode, Shirley. This is one of the most awaited episodes because this
Morning.
is a very important episode that could help guide parents and families to better manage their households during this crisis. But before that, let me greet you, Shirley. Good morning, Shirley.
Yes, good morning, Ralph. We are so excited today.
I am so excited. I also miss you as my co-host.
I miss you too. Sorry, hindi
I
ako
miss
nag-join
you.
kahapon. Yeah, but
Yes.
I promise you to be with you for the rest of this pandemic.
Yes, we will be together. We will be doing this as our service for everyone. And I am excited for this episode because we will be having an expert, and not only an expert, one of the leading experts when it comes to parenting. Are you excited as well, Shirley?
Yeah, super, super excited, Ralph. Kasi actually, itong pandemic to, hindi lang talaga siya yung anxiety mo kasi hindi lang kasi more of on the COVID and the effects eh. It's really more of how to manage the household and how to manage the members of the family na alam mo yung nakakipa rin yung normal mental health ninyo during this time of pandemic. So it's really, really hard. Mm-hmm.
It is indeed hard. It is indeed difficult because we were not equipped. There were no pandemics prior to this pandemic. So
imagine sa mga mag-asawa and even with the family members, I think this is the longest time na talagang magkasama sila in a daytime. Kasi di ba usually time, the 8 hours really goes to the office and then syempre the traffic itself. So parang basically as mag-asawa, talagang yung time nyo talaga during daytime, hindi talaga ganun karami pa. But this pandemic, talagang, alam mo yung wala ka talagang choice, kundi talagang magsama kayo at mag-usap. So, it's very important that we handle this kind of stress as well.
That's so true. Kasi ngayon, alam mo, makakatulong talaga tong episode na to kasi dati hindi nagkakasama, nagkakaroon lang ng konting usapan sa bahay. Ngayon, isipin mo, naubusan na ng topic ang mga pamilya. Wala na silang masabi, na-express na nila yung sarili nila and they have weeks pa to go through this pandemic. And also, schools are closed.
Yes.
So it means the parents now are liable and responsible to take care and think of creative ways to manage their families.
That's true. Alam mo, Raf, nakakatawa nga. Kasi alam mo, even pati yung mga memes sa Facebook talagang papatulan mo. Meron din ako nabasa na if the scientists daw will not be able to create a vaccine,
right,
the father will create the vaccine soon.
I know. So talagang it is important for us to really equip. Natutuwa ako kasi we are going to, through our resource speaker, be able to equip parents so that they could have more productive times during this pandemic and that they could weather the storm. Yeah. And also, malalaman natin in this episode how to create routines in a day that families can do.
So make a structure out of it so that every day structure na follow natin, which is really, really good.
For example, ikaw, I can see you that you are also doing routines, very creative ways on how to keep your kids active and happy and productive, not only always with their gadgets, correct?
Yes, Ralph. So as a parent, kasi you really have to be creative at this time. And also having a routine, which I think our resource speaker will gonna teach us today, which is very, very powerful tool for the parents to keep their mental health safe and normal at this point.
That's true. Na hindi sila mag-aawayan at magigerahan sa loob ng mga bahay nila. And last but not the least, what practices of self-care can we do for ourselves as parents? I'm not a parent yet, but for parents and also for their family, so that during this time, it's not only about the fear about what's happening, but they can take care of themselves more. And you don't have, for parents who are watching this, you don't have to think about it yourself alone. We have now the parenting expert herself. After this, Shirley will share the flow of the program. Let me introduce to you the lead coach of School for Parents, who's joining us this morning. She is a relationship and family expert. She's a top parenting consultant for over 25 years, and she was a weekly relationship expert consultant for Radyo 5's Relasyon, a noontime program for 5 years. Wow. She was also a weekly parenting expert for ABS-CBN's Umagang Kay Ganda for 3 years already. For 3 years, last 2008 to 2011. And she's invited regularly. Lagi ko siyang nakikita. You can find her on YouTube as well.
Wow.
She stars a lot of interviews in DZMM, CNN, Philippines, TV5, and GMA7, and so much more accolades and recognitions for this woman. And she's just a woman of passion. When you talk to her, you can't help but listen, and you can already she has this certain warmth, and I can't wait for her to grace this episode. Uh, Before I introduce her, Shirley, anong mangyayari nga ng flow natin?
Yeah, the flow of the program would be our speaker will gonna talk a little bit about this pandemic and give us some introduction about the structure. Then afterwards, we will give the floor for the question and answer. So that we
Yes,
can interact with our viewers later on.
that's true. So if you guys are watching this, please put na your questions in the comment section so that we can have that mentioned. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Dami natin mga pa-intro.
Yeah.
Let's welcome the lovable, the huggable, and of course, very smart woman, Miss Maribel, Tita Maribel Dionisio. Hi, Tita. Good morning.
Tita,
Hello, good
welcome
morning,
to the
Shirley.
Gold
Good
Moments
morning,
Lab.
Ralph, and all the parents listening this morning. And hopefully they can they'll have some tips how to enjoy the last 2 weeks. Not only the last 2 weeks, but really enjoy parenting as a whole.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. I love that.
Right.
I know, Tita, maraming matutunan sa iyo mga parents, Tita. And
Yes. And itong mga we were just talking a while ago, this is really a different scenario for most parents. The closest you can think of is summer vacation when they're not in school. But summer, the parents can send the children to attend swimming lessons,
Yeah, that's
go to a
right.
friend's house. Pero ito, wala. We are all locked inside the house. So this is really a very unusual. Ang mga nagsabi nga this is like the World War II, where you had to really be
that's
confined in
true.
your homes. That's the closest that I hear from the older people, those who are in their 70s or 80s. So really, it's like, in a sense, it's like war. The virus is the war. And we have to really take care of ourselves. In the meantime, the family is there with us.
Yes,
Yes.
that's the important thing. And we are all healthy.
We're all healthy. Yes. And how to be happier at home. So itong topic natin for today is very apt really for most parents or parents to be.
That's right.
yes, that's so true, Tita. Tita,
Yes.
I know you prepared a slide for us. I know you've prepared a list of advices that parents can learn from. And
Yes.
let's get started. What are they, Tita? What should parents know during this pandemic?
Okay. If you've been a working parent and if you think your relationship, your time with your children has been very limited, yung iba Saturday and Sunday, the question there is, do I know each child? Based on the talks that I give, majority of parents now have 1 to 3 kids. Okay, and each child is different. So before you make out the activities or the schedule, ask yourself what is the strength or what is the intelligence of each child. What is it that each child is like? Actually, I forgot to send you that multiple intelligence slide a while ago. That's but really, di ba yung commercial na merong kinesthetic, like my eldest son is kinesthetic, very sporty. So how if you have a sporty child, anong activity ang gagawin mo na hindi siya pwedeng lumabas?
That's
Okay?
right.
Maybe jogging in place, or maybe you get a big trash can, shoot the ball inside the house. They need space. The kinesthetic kids need space.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And if like my second son is musically inclined, so allow them to sing, to play an instrument, listen to music. So the important one is, and then my third, my daughter, she's a combination of kinesthetic and musical and a lot of interpersonal intelligence siya. So knowing each child, the uniqueness of each child, then let's sit down with each one of them and talk about what is it that you want to do. Yes.
Yeah.
Instead of forcing the issue on them. Because some parents will say, oh, okay, the 3 of you, you do this.
Yeah.
Read a book, all three of you play board games. You want to personalize the activity. What is it that they can do together, or what is it they can do individually, so that there is that interest that is sustained and they cooperate with us. Okay.
That's
Yeah. So we can show them after, you know what, after maybe talking to them, maybe we can show them surely the list of possible activities, because if you look online, there are many activities that parents can choose from. If in case the children cannot think of their activities, then you show them this list. Oh,
These are
meron
the
pang
activities
have
for
a pillow fight. Yung mga kinesthetic, mga sporty, gusto nila yan, pillow fight. Or have a movie day. And most have a movie day. Baking is very helpful. It's time for them to learn also how to cook. Or of course, for younger kids below 5 years old, yung mga drawing, playing, and even some household chores.
Yeah.
Before we had household chores of a 5-year-old, yung can you put the toilet paper in the bathroom? Diba? So
we're showing them now the activities for kids.
yes. There are many activities, and it's good to let the child choose maybe about 5 or 10, and so that we can make their schedule, and the parents know what is it that they like, and let them know if it's possible to have these activities at home. Kasi mostly indoors activities that is encouraged now. If you have a small garden outside, maybe you can do some planting also if you're in a safe place there. So after we have these activities, then the parent will make the schedule. Let's show them surely the schedule. Sit down with each child and talk to them about their schedule. Ask them, and then maybe you can recommend or suggest what kind of maybe other activities that they may want to try and include in their schedule. So from the time they get up to the time they sleep, it will be good to have a schedule, because a routine creates stability. It reduces that anxiety, and of course, you can change activities. Their activities, they can have many choices in a day, or every day they'll change it. The important one here is both parents agree on the activity and it's doable at home.
That's
Sa'yo
right.
ba, Shirley? Anong pwede dyan sa anak mo?
Ako, tita, we have, of course, the breakfast,
Yeah.
household, yan. We also do reading books,
Okay.
snacks. But what I did kasi, tita, it's really more of, I created the parang sari-sari store inside the house. So they
Oh,
have
yes. That's good.
Yeah, they have to make certain chores, and then I'm gonna pay them. Then yun yung pambabayad nila sa akin to get a snack.
Bibili sila doon sa sari-sari store.
Yes, tita. Kasi pagka hindi, madaling maubos yung mga snacks.
Ay talaga. Mabilis pa. Ang pwede rin sari-sari store, when I was young, 8 kami magkakapatid. Ang daming canned goods and mga goods sa bahay. Yung sari-sari store, ginawa ng mami ko, it was her way of teaching us how to add and how to read.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? And so, pwede rin yun. So, there are many activities that can have different goals that can be achieved. Maganda yung sa'yo. Yung you buy your own.
Yeah. Kasi
That's true, tita. What I like about that is talagang natutuwa yung mga bata. They're very active, di ba, Shirley? Talagang they participated.
Or parang, as we say, if they have household chores, let them make a list of what are 5 to 10 household chores that they like to do. And then, ang ginawa ko doon, for every, kunyari, 4 household chores, you get this snack. Or for 5. So that is parang the reward, or if not, a payment. I give them payment for chores, because chore is a task.
Yes.
But to fix their things na nakakalat dyan, that is their responsibility. Hindi na chore yun. Okay? So the parents will have to differentiate lang the chores from the responsibility. But that's good that they learn some chores we need to teach our children.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So if that is the child or the teenager, will have a different schedule.
Definitely.
The teenager kasi Ang reklamo ng ibang parents sa akin, Maribel, yung aking teenager na anak, nag-quarantine din siya sa kwarto niya. Not like if you have kids below 12, they're running around inside the house, di ba? Sumusunod lagi yan sa'yo, Shirley, hanggang banyo, sumusunod sa'yo.
Even up to this live, tita, yes.
Live, nandiyan siguro sa tabi mo, no? Ganun talaga yon up to mga age 8 or 10 or even 12. That's why we tell parents with that kind of children, that age group, how we can enjoy it, but also ask for space and tell them where is it that you want to be alone. So, because the parent also needs time by herself, you might want to assign a room or a chair in the house or a sofa. Kami noon may sofa. When mommy is sitting here, it means mama is resting. Okay? Nobody can talk to mama. Nobody can ask mama anything. You have to wait. There's a timer. Naku, yung timer ko was very helpful. Or yung hourglass. Yung hourglass, pero maikli lang yung hourglass, no? 1 minute lang ata yun eh. So I had a timer of mga 10 or 15 minutes. Sabi ko sa kanila, watch the timer. When it rings, then it's time for mama to get out of the sofa and we can play and we can talk.
Nice.
Okay?
So, para magkakaroon ka pa rin tita ng me time.
Kailangan kasi ng me time. Otherwise, baka by 3 o'clock, wala na. Cruella de Vil ka na. You are a witch already. Baka hindi pa nga 3 o'clock eh. Baka 11 o'clock, ano ka na, witch ka na.
I will apply that. That's really
Yes. Or di ba, you listen to music. In the 15 minutes, what does mommy want to do? Listen to music, close her eyes, read a book. The kids can stay there around, but they have to be quiet. If they're not quiet, then I will take them to another room and ask somebody to attend to them first, so that they will respect also my me time. Just similarly, my kids later on, they said, Mom, can I go to that sofa also? It means I want to be quiet. I said, sure, fine. You can go also to the sofa. Hindi ko naisip yun yung una, but later on they said, because all of us need some space.
That's true.
Sometime. But I think the worry of parents sometimes is,
you feel guilty siguro tita eh. Kasi diba?
You can feel guilty, you can feel worried. Ano yung ginagawa ng bata doon sa kwarto niya?
That's true.
Diba? That's why if it is expressed and articulated na this is the time, this is what I might do in my room, do not open my door, lalo na yung mga teenagers, ako, mas mahaba yung kanilang time alone. Quarantine nga, tawag ng mga parents eh. Because they want, it's normal for teenagers, but they want to maybe read, they are maybe chatting with their friends. So again, with the teenagers, you want to just let them know, I know you want to be with your friends and you cannot be with them now, but what is it your plan? So that I know how to help you achieve your goals for each day during this period.
What I like about you, Tita, when you were sharing that, ibig sabihin, hindi ka nandidikta sa bata. You actually are in a space for service. Like, how can I help you become more productive? How can I help you achieve your goals? That's a really good way of doing it.
Yeah, that is the democratic parent, as we call, versus the dictator. Kasi pag dictator ka, though you can dictate maybe still a 3-year-old, but even with a 3-year-old, you can ask, do you want to color or do you want to bake? Also, by asking them, you are teaching them to think for themselves as young as possible. So that
why is it important, Tita, to be a democratic parent?
It's important that we teach them how to think also. Otherwise,
and make
even yung, I know some parents, even yung clothes, or which one do you want to wear? This color pink or this color blue? They get used to being asked and given choices. One, they cooperate if they have a choice. Two, you get to know their preference because the parent does not always know the preference of the child. Even if you've been with them for 15 years or 30 years, they change. So it's best to ask so that you don't get rejected also. And it makes them feel that they are respected, they are given a voice. And we want children to have a voice, not only the parents. So you start them young as 2 or 3 years old already. That is age appropriate, as we call it.
That's right. That's right.
I love that.
So cooperation cooperation.
Yes, Tita.
Cooperation is a big factor there. Kasi pag nagdikta ka, you dictate, you might receive resistance. And you're just going to fight.
Yeah.
So you don't want fighting, especially in a lockdown. Oh my God.
That's so true, tita. Tapos it's important talaga to keep the peace inside the home. So that's why itong ano mo, tita, itong mga ideas mo are very helpful.
Thank you.
And a lot of people can learn from this.
For the
Yeah.
Shirley, ang daming.
Yes, tita, sobrang daming questions dito. Can we start?
Okay, start na with the question. Sige.
All right. Sige,
Okay,
tita.
pero let's say hi muna, tita. There's around 140 viewers who are watching us right now. Hi,
Ah,
everyone.
And Alpha, for the first minute, we hit around 60 kaagad na viewers. So
Wow. Talagang inaabangan ka, tita. Grabe.
Okay.
Sabi ko nga,
Can
Shirley,
you
kanina,
say
di ba?
hello
Mukha
first,
siyang
tita, to
artista.
your audience?
yes.
Tita Maribel, can you say hi po to our audience?
Hello, dear parents. Baka pati si mga lolo at lola. Lola ha, you follow the guidelines of the parents. They are the parents now. You can suggest also lolo and lola. We need you. Tito, tita, we need you. But let the parent take charge. Okay, question.
Tita, ayan, we have a first question from Arlene Mata. How to comfort sons? One moving up from junior high school and one graduating from senior high school, while three of them very bored and frustrated that a New York flight canceled.
Okay. So, test of flexibility talaga to. And test of, did we give them always or often whatever they wanted? Kasi ito ngayon is a delaying of gratification, which is a quality that we parents need to develop in our children, and flexibility. Okay? So first, you have to listen to them and say, I know you are so disappointed that our flight was canceled. All flights are canceled. I'm sure you've heard about that. But we will resume that flight when it is allowed. In the meantime, let's crack our brains and think of what is it we can do here at home. So let them express. Listen to their frustration, their anger. What is it that you wanted to do? What was it that you were planning to do when we go to New York, di ba? Or what were you looking forward to? So listen to them. And then you say, what? You really wanted to go kunyari to Disneyland and you wanted to buy this Mickey Mouse thing, and so you have to listen to them rather than say, ay nako, buti na lang meron tayong plano pupunta New York, pero wala talaga. You better behave. Wag ganyan tayo sumagot. Kasi, ano sila, frustrated sila. They're entitled to a feeling of frustration or anger or upset feelings. It's not naman directed to you as a parent. It is a expectation that they have. So, and this is a so after listening, then work out activities, suggest activities or show them the list. I'm sure there's also a list of teenagers on what else that they can do here now. And encourage them how they can talk to their classmates, FaceTime, Zoom with classmates also. Yeah. They can do activities together online. Pasalamat tayo talaga sa Wi-Fi. My gosh, this is our
Internet lifesaver talaga yan, tita.
Ay, ako, lifesaver natin yan. So we have to work it that way. All right? So I hope you answered the question of Lynn. Lynn ba yan?
Yes. Early before we proceed to the next question, sa sobrang daming parents, we're now at 150 parents watching us right now. Guys, if you're watching, can you say, if you're a parent, can you say in the comment section, I'm a parent from what location? Where are you from? For example, I am not a parent, pero if I'm from Jensen, I will say I'm a parent from General Santos City, so that we can see where you guys are coming from for us to make this community more visible, so that we can see where are everybody coming from.
Oh.
Okay? Ayun. Let's go ahead, Shirley. What's next? Anong next?
Next is from Nenette Peralta. How will I encourage them doing household chores? I think this is one of the one of the problem talaga of the parents.
Okay, so again, in doing household chores, you ask them first, what household chore are you interested to work on? Because if they're not used to household chores, we cannot dictate again and say, hey, this is your list, your 10 chores is your 10 chores, that's your 10 chores. So you can have also your list in in the book that this is the book that we have helping our children do well in school that I wrote in
Wow.
2004. Nandito yung let's see, yung summer schedule kasi nandito. So I had a list of household chores that are age appropriate. And so what I did was to show them a list, para activities, the list of household chores. Okay,
Have to
and you choose 3 or 5, whichever number. So you choose 5 household chores. And if I were the parent, kung may school allowance sila noon na if it's 50 pesos a day or whatever amount, I will give maybe 50% now also. You do the 5 chores, you'll get 50% of your allowance. Tell me which household chores you'll be willing to do today. Tomorrow you want to change. Meron yung watering of the plants, folding the clothes, cleaning the mirror. There are many from simple to complicated.
That's right.
So you say, sabihin niya, I want to learn maybe how to clean the tires of the car. O, clean the tires of the car. Diba? Or water the plants. Pati yung 3-year-old, mag-spray ng water to water the plants. Pwede yon. Or to even fold their own clothes. Or even kung hindi ka pa yung gumagamit ng dryer, sinasampay, then how to hang the clothes. Kung may dryer, then how to get the clothes and, fix them up, fold them later on. That's big help. All right? So, so again, it is having a list, letting them choose. You can suggest, can you also add this to your list? Kasi lalo na ngayon, di ba, when the groceries come in from outside, we have to disinfect and wash. My gosh, that's an added process. But you want to assign that, or the child who will take that assignment really knows how to do it because it's a very important one.
Yeah.
Okay. So kung teenager, siguro pwede siyang gumawa nun. Okay?
It's very encouraging talaga, tita, when they have this reward system, no? That when they choose to do some chores, then they can get reward. Any kind of
as long as it's really a chore. Pag sinabi niya, Mama, I fixed my bed. You have to pay me. No, fixing bed is your responsibility. Mama,
okay.
I fixed my toys. Okay, good. You fix your toys, but I will not reward you for your fixing your toys. Fixing is your responsibility. So you have to make sure that the list is really things that maybe you used to do. Some families kasi don't have their day helper or a stay-in helper for what reason they went home because of the COVID or what. Then we will explain to them. We will help each other out. And I really need your help. And so how can you help us? And then to include it in their schedule. What time will they do it so that we will not nag them? So, and I tell parents, instead of saying, why is it the dishes were not yet washed? You want to say, will you wash the dishes in 10 minutes or 30 minutes? Or what's your plan? What time do you plan to wash the dishes? So you're still gentle and friendly. Of course, nakakagalit yan kuminsan, but that's why we have to hold our composure. Go to the sofa, mommy, and rest first.
Yeah.
There are household chores that can wait, but I know we like order. I like order, so tatago na lang ako sa kwarto ko muna where there is more order. Because our children may have, accepting their pacing would be different.
Yeah, that's really true, tita. It's really good, no, that they still have a choice.
Yes.
To do it, so that they would just do it.
They will separate.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we still have a lot of questions here. This one is from Paul Allegro. How many hours daw is the screen time that you can recommend?
The screen time depends on the age. Ito yung aming study we did about digital in 2011. But generally, for those kids kasi 0 to 2 years old, 0.
Oh, no screen time.
0 to 2. Walang screen time.
Toddler age.
You don't want books. Yung toddler age, mga 30 minutes. And then so it progresses along the way. Meron 1 hour. The key here is the balance. That they have, they're able to socialize, even with, kunyari, teenagers, socialize with their friend online or play a game online or play with their sibling. If we use the gadget or the internet or the chat room, it is not just all playing computer games.
Yeah.
There is some objective there. That's why that will balance really the person. And hindi yung nakababad na, because studies show that some kids are glued to the games for like 5 hours. That does not really help there. It's all gaming.
Yeah.
So we want to have
Maybe it
gaming.
depends dito on the age, and it should be balanced.
Yes. That's why the whole day schedule again is good. You ask
It's
your
important.
child or your teenager or your kid to do it, so that you will see if there's a balance. Then the parent, our role is to guide, to say, can we reduce the, or divide your computer time, maybe an hour in the morning, an hour in the afternoon, and because then you explain. All
Then
right?
maybe because of the schedule, it would help also to follow.
Right.
Eto, tita, another question. Any recommendation on how to put teenagers sleep early instead in the wee hours?
Sleep early. Teenagers, school or no school, really sleep early in the morning. What is your concern? If your concern kasi is the health issue, then maybe you can talk to them, because it's usually recommended, even for us, that we sleep at 10 o'clock now or 11. But we know that, and we were teenagers once upon a time, our energy level is really different there. I think the key there is to find out what is your whole day like. So if their day will start at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, again, a family value will come in. Will you encourage that? Because I know some families, they want to teach their children to get up early. Or can you agree for now and talk to them and say, maybe let's do it. I don't know if it's possible. MWF, no? Mahirap yun sa katawan. Sleeping late, sleeping early. But to just say, because it's a lockdown period, which might be different, and if your child is not naman, if you know your child, kaya importante you know your child. Is this a pattern of each child that is still going to help your child?
Yeah.
Because sometimes we parents, we want to impose again our style on our children, which is not good.
That's right. I think, tita, the schedule talaga would really help. Parang it will encompasses everything there.
Correct.
To manage their time, being productive, and being on the screen also.
Right.
So yeah, that's really a
And
good.
the parent becomes aware. The parent stops being a nagger or saying, "Oh, nandiyan ka na naman. Oh, yan na naman." Or
And then
no.
the schedule should be agreed upon the parent and the child, right?
Right. Yes. And then the parent can say, "Oh, where are you in your schedule?" Diba? Instead of saying, "Naligo ka na ba?" Or "Did you read a book already?"
Yeah,
So it reduces the opportunity of the parent to be negative. We want parents to be more positive.
that's really.
And yes.
Yeah, eto naman, tita. Sabi naman dito ni Len LD, how to deal with an emotional male child age 10. So I think dito more ibang set of question naman to.
Kung emotional siya by nature, you want to ask if this child needs attention or meaning you have to listen, or maybe is the child now is taking advantage maybe of your presence at home. So that's why you need a parent schedule also, and let the child know what's your schedule like. If you have a work from home kind of schedule now, you want to let them know also. Did I give that to you a while ago? So I tell the parents, they work out a schedule. Tingnan natin kung kaya natin itong share a screen. Share. Na-share na ba? Did it come out?
Yeah, it's all white po.
Aha! There. Is it there? The parent schedule? Not yet.
Not yet, tita.
Okay, never mind. We'll kanina okay tayo. What's this? That that's it, all white. How do we get out here? Stop share.
Yeah.
The idea here is the parent will also have her own Manila paper, her own
Schedule.
written schedule. So you just follow the format of your children, then you'd work on yours. Mom's schedule, dad's schedule. And then you allot time with child number one. Every day, dapat may time with child number one, kung 30 minutes in the morning, 30 in the afternoon. So this emotional child might need more. Baka every hour you need 20 minutes and you find out what is making the child emotional. What's
So
causing it?
more of the communication talaga, tita, no, to the kid.
Right. The source. Now,
Where are the emotions coming from?
now if the child is emotional only during these COVID times, then you want to find out what is causing it. Meron pinadala sa akin itong aking isang what's this? Sure. Merong nagsabi na because there's some kids who get maybe agitated, they watch too much of the TV, they're maybe worried. So you have to also regulate the watching of TV of these kids, or maybe you have to explain also to them.
So, tita, it's also good to note then, since kids are parang coping with different kind of stresses then, di ba? Do you have any parang tips po on how to see if your children or if your child is suffering a stress because of the COVID? So, are there any symptoms that could actually lead you to suspect that your kids is suffering from fear or anxiety because of COVID? And how to, resolve this issue with the kids?
Okay. The assumption here is you know your child pre-COVID. Okay.
Yeah.
So any change in the child's behavior is symptomatic of a concern or a problem. Like for instance, either eating too much or too little, sleeping too much or sleeping too little.
So
fighting anything that changes from the norm
could be one, yeah.
Could be a symptom that something's going on. Then you want to just ask the child, I noticed that you're not eating as much. How come? Is it the food you don't like, or is it or they're eating a lot? Kung hindi naman mga kids who are about 9 to about and teenagers yan, they will really eat a lot. So, but if it's emotional kasi so itong change of behavior is very important. And if they are having a hard time, they can, I have two psychologists with us in the team. I think some of them are writing down some comments there. Si Cherry Ragunton and John Karandang. To talk to a expert also. If you are already at wits after talking to your child, after if there's really something that's maybe going on, then you want to address it because it can be difficult both for the child and for the parent.
That's really, really true, tita.
Yeah.
Sige, tita. Tapos ito, we still have another question coming here. Parents are complaining about e-learning, particularly for preschoolers and graders. How will they make it fun po or motivate their child to participate every day?
Oo nga.
They're talking about, di ba, yung mga online classes. So,
usually, kids, mga preschoolers kasi by nature, their attention span, kung yung adults attention span natin, 12 minutes, Ralph, yung pa kaya, yung bata.
That's true.
I hear these stories from parents who are overseas and then they have young children, talk to papa or talk to mama, Facebook, FaceTime. In the beginning, gusto nila. After some time, ayaw na nila because generally, children want the person right there in front of them. So the teacher. So kailangan physical, in person. There's only so much that they can maybe learn or maybe appreciate, and maybe depends on the learning style of the child. So you must make maybe a variety. There are different learning styles, diba? Visual ba siya, auditory. So you want to take a look, and again to ask also the child, how come you don't like the class? That's teacher so and so. Only now she is online because we cannot see her. Then again, find out how come the interest is changing, or you say that was your favorite topic when they're teaching it online. How come? And they might talk. If you have a positive relationship with them, there's a high chance that they will let you know. If not, don't force the issue first. We have plenty of time to learn. We have to,
Allow them on their own time, tita.
yes, and then maybe get books, board games. There are many board games they can learn from. Just talking is also important. They can learn through games at home. I think the difficulty can be here for some parents who think or who do not really want to be the teacher of their children.
That's
And
right.
there are parents who really not interested
In
in
teaching
teaching. That's why they hire, they
people.
go to kids go to school, they even hire tutors. Even yung mga small homework, there's some parents who are not, it's not their interest. So they have other people to help them out. So maybe at home, take a look who can help the child in terms of learning. And as a parent, they look for your style of teaching and take a look. Baka the child can take even 10 minutes. That's all right. 10 minutes na spread out throughout the day. That's okay. Let's adjust our standards because the
Parang the
situation is
key,
different.
tita, is you have to also know your strength so that you
Yes.
can also do it. And if not, gather that your if it's not your really strength, then gather another people's strength to do it for you.
Other family members will maybe, baka pwede mag-Skype kay or Zoom kay lolo or lola. Baka, lolo can teach something. Kumain siya. Ay, baka nagsawa na siya kay teacher. We don't know,
Yeah, that's
So let's take a look and we are really forced to be creative by this situation.
I think Ralph, we still have a lot of questions going on with our comment sections.
Yes. Tita, marami pong nagtatanong. I'll choose one. Pero before that, is to all of our viewers, guys, if everything is making sense, if you guys are learning a lot, please push the heart button. Okay? So para makita ni Tita if you guys are also, learning, and if you guys are always also still engaged. And Tita, there's a lot of viewers pa rin. One of them is asking, Tita, their children daw are always focused on the gadgets. Tapos niyan, they want them to be more entertained reading books. Kaso nga lang, medyo mas gusto daw nila mag-PDF using the iPad. So, paano po daw nila manage yung mga anak nila given that?
So again, I will give in to a certain amount of time na PDF. So e-book siguro yon if it's 30 minutes. And then to also encourage them to have the real book. Another 30 minutes. Diba? To balance it out lang. Kasi ang problema dyan pag PDF, mamaya they press another button, di na pala sila nagbabasa. Nasa games na sila or what, diba? So,
that's true. Yun ang slippery slope.
Yep. And of course, do not anymore tell them, you're trying to fool me. I know you want to play your game or what. Huwag mo nang sabihin yun. Alam mo na yun. That's why, let them know what is it that you will read. And then maybe you can even say, we'll have a storytelling about what you read. So that it's a way to encourage them not only to develop a skill of maybe storytelling, but also parang a check-up of what they read. Then again, let's negotiate with them and say, okay, you have your PDF file reading at this time.
Yes.
But I'd like you to add also having this book or maybe having this game also. So this is now a negotiation talaga. And negotiation is made easier. And these are the skills that the parents have to learn. Kasi you cannot dictate, you cannot threaten.
That's
It
right.
has its limits. Threatening, bribing, ay nako.
Bribing.
Hindi yan effective yan, no? Pero ginagawa ng mga parents, hindi parents ko, pero like other parents nag-bribe din, just to get their attention.
And then that will backfire later on. So parents, you have to be concerned. And that's why we will have the school for parents soon to be able to help, which I was just so glad I attended when I was, when my eldest was 2 years old. Nako, laking bagay talaga. Because if you attend when your kids are already 10 years old, marami ng mistakes malamang. But there we can change our styles and we can improve on our relationship at any age.
That's really true. And ngayon, tita, it's very, when we're talking about the kids, how about naman, tita, how to manage naman your husband in this time of pandemic? Do you still have like, kasi di ba, I think this is the most longest time din talaga na magkasama yung mag-asawa ngayon. Day and night, literally. No?
Yeah.
So, syempre, nagkakaroon ng adjustment din yan into relationship. So, ano tita yung pwede mong ma-advise siguro dito naman sa mga mag-asawa naman on how can they maintain their sanity, their peace of mind still in the house. Kasi syempre siguro by this time, no, Ralph, naubusan na sila ng pagkakakwentuhan.
Ay, oo. Dito pa nga lang sa bahay namin, ubos na yung topics namin. Nag-usap na lang kami about mga tiles or ano pa bang mga bagay dito sa bahay.
And mga possible na malinis nyo sa bahay nyo, panigurado siguro nalinis nyo na.
That's true.
Pero actually, as husband and wife, again, if you've had a healthy relationship, meaning you've had ang secret namin ni Tito Alan, yung once a week date. 50 peso budget.
Pandemic, I mean may COVID. How will it maintain?
That's why. Now this is the test. Hopefully we had our weekly date before, because if that would help us have the friendship as husband and wife. Now, if our friendship level on scale of 1 to 10, 10 high, 1 low, ang grade mo sa friendship nyo ay 5, delikado nga. So, hirap tayo dito sa pandemic na to. What we can do is precisely also schedule and say, I have work from home, or this what I'll do, I'll clean this up, I'll fix this. So you don't have to be with each other 24/7 also. But to make time also to talk, maybe breakfast or over lunch, or maybe breakfast and dinner, lunch, you might have your own lunch also. So that's all right. So as husband and wife, you want to create your own scheduling also. And your new routine as well. Maybe he will take care of the kids at certain point, I will take care of the kids, or I will rest, or di ba? I will take a nap here in this room, you can take a nap there in that room. And so we have to work it out, because there's so much already pressure outside, but we can reduce the pressure inside the home by precisely, we say, you have to manage space and time together.
Yes.
So kung nasa sala siya, doon ka naman sa bedroom. Mamaya nandun siya sa kusina, nandun ka sa banyo. Yan, di ba? Meron yung...
Tita, that's right.
Yes.
Tita, mag-roll ko lang po. Yes, I'm sorry. Mag-roll ko lang po ako, tita. There's a lot of parents who are still with us. 140 people are watching us right now. People from Quezon City, hello po, QC, Laguna, Pasay, Cebu City, Makati, Taguig, Las Piñas, Valenzuela.
Yes, itong isa dito si Harriet Herbiliosa. She says she's watching from Texas.
Yeah. Wow,
USA.
Texas.
Harriet Herbiliosa is a good colleague of mine. She's the one, the seminar of hers you have to attend. It's about the personal growth, personal healing of our childhood wounds.
Very important, yes.
That have to be addressed because it is a block to our happiness, whether you're single or married. And of course, ito si Cherry Genesis. She's one of our psychologists in the center. So sabi niya, self-care is very important at these times, and parents must still have their me time. That's very important. Meron ka pa dyan, Ralph? Sino pa yung mga...
From Jensen po, meron din. From Pasig, from Davao, from La Union, from Capiz. Ayan. Buong Pilipinas po nanonood sa inyo, tita. Sikat na sikat po ata kayo. Hindi
Yes. And dito also my cousin, Elmer Enriquez. Hello, Kuya Elmer. He said na naging resource speaker daw po kayo niya sa Boracay and your husband, doctor.
Sa
Oh.
PICTA?
From DepEd. DepEd. Bulacan.
DepEd.
Yes.
Okay.
Someone from Washington also is watching us from Alabang. Saan po Washington to? Sa QC po ba? Washington QC. It's a global audience. Hello po. If you're here, kaway-kaway po kayo. Push the love button, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. Ayan, tita, before we proceed
And then I want to acknowledge lang many of the Love team, the Love Institute team. Sila J.R. Hernandez are there. And si
Hi, guys.
Tabayoyo.
Thank you
And
so
si
much.
Dan Caballes and Carla Shoho. So we're a whole team, the team that I've trained over the years. So that, and we have parents in our team of different ages, may teenager, may batang anak. So that when we come together, the stories are of different backgrounds.
It's holistic.
Holistic, yes. Correct.
Now, I'll inject lang this. I want to know more about what you're doing, the Love Institute, para people can talk to you about it. I can consult you, and at the same time, maybe you can share to us the project that you have next with NBU, the School for Parents. So marami dito nagsabi, dapat may School for Parents, and they're excited for School for Parents.
Parang they're really looking forward to it.
Yes. Tita, what is Love Institute muna, and who are you in the team? Very briefly. That's Maribel Dionisio, that's you, and who else?
So I've been a parenting and relationship consultant for over 25 years. So parenting and relationship is really my great interest. So I mostly give talks, but there are also one-on-one sessions on whether it's parenting or relationship. Can be getting married, newlywed, pwede si Ralph, how to find the right partner, pwede si Shirley, i-check up natin yan, your marriage of 8 years ba? 6 years?
My marriage is 7 years, but my relationship with my husband right now Tita, is 18 years.
Okay. So yun, we need marriage check-up also every year so that we stay happy. Timo yung smile ni Shirley, that will continue up to 50 years married, di ba? So, and then we also give talks to teenagers. As young as grade 5, we teach them already about crushes, love, and sex.
Ay, gusto ko yan.
Kasi we want them to be prepared on about the relationship management. What are the 10 steps to having a happy love life? Kasi grade 5, you start falling in love. So we give that information to teenagers, and we give also the information to parents. So our Love Institute is composed of we're about 7 to about 10 consultants of different backgrounds, specializing. We all have a family ministry interest, and so we specialize in parenting, grandparenting, teenagers. We have psychologists also, and then we refer to psychiatrists. Your guest last time, what's his name? The psychiatrist guest. Yeah. The first one, si Habate. Yeah, we refer to him. Our offices are close to each other also. And because our goal here is we want to educate parents, we want to educate couples in marriage or about to get married on how to be happy. Yun lang naman, really how to be happy, because we don't learn this in school.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you will ask your grandparents what are the most important things that we have to learn, and they might say it's being happy in a marriage, or happy as a person if you're single, or happy in your relationship with your children. But we don't attend courses in this area. That's why I'm so happy si Ralph wants to work out nga this school of for parents that we will do online. I've been giving talks to schools all over the country, and parents also outside the country. But I think we put it online because this situation of ours of physical distancing might be for some time. Because as the doctors say, my sweetie pie, my husband Alan, who's a doctor at PGH, they're saying it will really take a year, maybe 2 years. That even Bill Gates would say 2 years before things will really be back to really normal. So there will be a new normal wherein we parents need to know how to handle both our children and our spouse as well.
Right.
Uh,
And that's why, Tita, I'm very thankful also for the partnership, because we want to give the spotlight to you and your team so that you can help families during this time. It's very important that because we're now segregated from each other, we're now here inside their homes, inside their houses, and
right.
parents need now to be equipped more than ever to
Sure.
better take care of their family, because if the family is okay, they will be okay.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
and this time, Tita, I'm so happy that you're launching School for Parents. So
Yeah.
this is going to be a 3-month coaching program every weekend. So if you guys are into being coached by the one and only very bubbly Tita Maribel, say yes for for Parents in the comment section. So Tita, thank you very much for taking that challenge. So what's gonna happen is you're going to do weekly coaching. Hindi lang ikaw, hindi lang si Tita Maribel. Sa Tita Maribel pa lang, parang feel ko, isang university na siya. Pero she's going to be with other experts who's going to help her and
Wow.
help the audience, the parents, learn and be equipped on how to be more effective
So this is
parents.
this is through the New Bold University School for Parents.
Yes.
Ah,
And there will be as well
Yes.
8, Tita, no? 8 to 12 na mga videos that are part of the exclusive masterclass where Tita will be teaching about effective parenting strategies
wow. So
Right.
for the 21st century. Hindi yung dictatorship, kundi
Yeah.
democratic kind of parenting. If you are yes into School for Parents, say yes for School for Parents. And Tita, ang maganda dito, hindi siya mahal. It's very cheap. And it's 3 months of coaching
Oh.
how
being
much?
with Tita. So it's for 3,500. So the original price for this or value is 10,000 plus. Pero to be with the community of people who are parents at the same time to learn from Tita and to finally relieve all of your stresses during these times, I think this is an important investment for everybody. So, Tita, can you invite them to
Actually, that is educative and preventive, which will be more fun. Kasi curative, meaning fixing a parent-child relationship, can cost you as much as 15 to 20,000 and all the headaches.
Oh, yes.
So you want to avoid that. We have many problematic cases, and we're just so sad. And the parents are also sad. They said, "Hey, nobody told us we have to attend pala or we have to learn all this parenting." So, and we have to, our way of marketing and educating people that there is so much to learn, because parenting can really be enjoyable if you know how to dance the dance of parenting. It's a
That's
dance.
true. It's a dance, and it's an art that everyone can learn, even
Hindi
at the comfort of their homes.
Hindi pwede maski pops ang parenting or trial and error. There are, actually, it will be based on the studies we did way back in 2003, which are really still very relevant if you look at Western studies. But at least we have the Philippine study here. And we have the 10 best parent practices, which we will be sharing with parents also.
So, Tita, thank you very much for setting this up, for setting the School for Parents up, and we're excited to learn from you. I will be part of it every step of the way, and thank you for what you're doing for Filipino families. And I think our target here is hundreds of families touched and changed, and because if we do, we'll see a future of empowered families.
That's
and happier nation, and maybe a happier world. All the Filipinos abroad who write us, they want to learn also about this one. Okay.
Okay, Tita, marami po tayo pang viewers from Dubai. Meron na po tayo from Dubai. Meron na rin po from Antarctica. Joke lang. Marami po. And Tita, J.R. Hernandez is also saying hello. Thank you daw.
He's part of our team also.
Yes.
And si Aisa.
Shirley,
may mga tanong pa, maybe last 2 questions before we wrap this up. Shirley,
actually, Ralph, it's really more of the parang more of the suggestion on the School for Parents. Like parang they're asking, but there will be modules available for parents who already have an adult children. So let's say 8 years old and beyond.
what they can do po is it is a extensive module curriculum, but also at the same time there is a forum, tita, diba, that they can join in and ask questions, fire away questions, and the
Because,
experts will
yes,
answer.
even whether you have preschool, school age, pre-teens, teens, or young adults, there are basic principles that they have to learn. It will change na lang in the example.
Yeah.
But like basic, the how to listen and how to talk and how to build the confidence. Kasi there's some young adults, their confidence level is low. So you have to build that up also as a parent.
Mhm.
So the school can give them, it's a principle based, and then depending on the ages of your children, then we will give you the examples on how to go about it.
And then Ralph, siguro maybe we can also, that's also good point, tita, no? Teach the basic, and then afterwards, the strategies and approaches were gonna be different. Sabi mo kanina, different in interest, different in ages din siguro. And I think all of our parents are really excited for this school for parents. Are we able to tell them on how can they avail this?
Yes. So what's gonna happen is tomorrow the sales page, the landing page will be available tomorrow. So just put in the comment section, yes for school for parents, yes for Tita Maribel.
Yes.
We will
Then we
get
will send them the link on how they would be able to register to that school for parents.
yes, indeed.
Okay.
So if you want to join school for parents and a community of positive parents, growth mindset parents who wants to change their family into a more positive and thriving family, definitely join school for parents. Tita, maybe right now ang dami pa hong gustong magtanong sa inyo. Maybe you guys can put that in the comment section. Tita, what are the parting words, last words that you can say to everybody for them to manage their families well during this pandemic?
Be patient as usual, and listen to them. Find out what is it that you want to say, and is this what you're saying? Then let's talk about it. Okay. If you feel you're going to get angry, take a break. Go inside your room or go inside the bathroom, because our children can really be a great source of joy. But let's not blame them. Maybe it's the skills that we don't have that makes it difficult, really, for us now. So be kind to yourself also, and do your best here of being. Think of your children as if you're talking to your friend, and maybe for the meantime that might help you, because we're usually nice and gentle with our friends, and we have to do the same with our children and our spouse as well. Okay.
Wow.
Patience indeed.
Very
I love that.
powerful.
Perfect. Very powerful. Thank you, Tita Maribel, for such
Thank you.
an amazing episode. Thank you for your golden nuggets, for sharing your strategies, so that our parents now who are watching right now can be better equipped as they go on with their lives during this pandemic. What did you learn, Shirley?
Ay, grabe, Ralph. Ang dami. Well, number one, it's really more of the structure, no? You really have to put structure. The scheduling, it's very important. Not only for the kids, but also for the parents. And the sofa time, Ralph, in that hour, kailangan mo pala talaga yan so that the kids would also, you'd also tell them that you have also need the me time. And
Respect
that
also
respect
for you.
that. Yes, oo. And siguro, tita, yung pinaka-main na talagang takeaway ko from your discussion, it's really more of, huwag ka masyadong ma-pressure sa parent, and then don't compare yourself to other parents. Kasi we have a different style of parenting, and we have a different kind and unique children. So, hindi pwede na kung ano yung pagpapalaki mo sa anak mo, ganun din dapat yung i-impose ko sa anak ko. Because like what you've said, it would always depend on their interest. If they are kinesthetic, parang you've mentioned a lot of that words in your lecture. Kung visual ba sila, kung they're really more of auditory, so it's really more of their also love language and how we're gonna treat them. So it's very important. Then from there, you can create a lot of activities, a lot of parenting style that you want to do based on their interests and their love languages. So
There.
that's my takeaway. How about you, Ralph? Even though that you still have no child and you have no spouse, but I think you have a lot of learnings that you were able to get.
Sobra. Actually, to be honest with you, Tita, a lot of these things are very new to me because maybe I'm not a parent. I am the receiver. I am the child. Eh. So before I was, kasi I grew up as a very good kid, but also I was a spoiled kid. So, pero my parents were really good. They really took care of me, and I grew up better, very productive. And it's because I think they were able to impart efficiently, and properly. They were able to impart to me powerful values that until now I'm holding. Until now, I cling to their advice. Even though my mom passed away, my mom's love is still with us. I'm with my sister. My mom actually,
Hi, Kay.
my sister is here. My mom's death anniversary is this coming weekend.
Oh.
Tomorrow na. And this is in celebration of her life as well. And I'm thankful for parents. I'm happy that we get, because of this kind of talks, we get to rewrite how parenting is done. It's important that parenting will be improved, because if we improve our parents, if we empower our parents, as what Tita has been doing for the past 25 years, we get to improve the future, because they are the ones who takes care of our children. So I hope a lot of our audience have learned from this. If you guys enjoyed this, please say thank you, Tita Maribel, in the comment section. Thank you, Tita.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tita Maribel, for this.
You're
It really helped.
welcome.
Really
Yes.
helps us.
More to
Tita,
come.
more to come. Tita, I understand you have a planned next week na grand parenting conference.
Yes.
We will be sending a date about that. Yes, in the Love Institute page.
Okay.
Wow, a
Okay.
lot of activities. So exciting.
Right. Yeah.
Tita, how can they contact you?
Yeah.
Our Facebook page, the Love
Tita Maribel?
Institute. Yes, the Facebook page, the Love Institute, and we have also a cell number if they want. It's 0917-592-7735. So either for talk requests, online, we do online consultancy also from me or our team as well.
All right.
So thank you so much, Ralph and Shirley.
Yeah, thank you also, Tita Maribel. And we hope you enjoyed your interview today, because I think a lot of parents, you really made them really, really happy by joining us today and giving all these tips, no, na very important.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they write in their Facebook or Love Institute, I tried this and it worked. So that, they know that, like what you said, the scheduling, usually many parents say that it works once there's a scheduling that's written down for everybody. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ralph, naka-mute ka ata.
Ayan, akala nila nag-meme ako dito. Okay, that's it, everyone. Thank you, Tita Maribel. Thank you, thank you, everyone. For more than 100 viewers who has been here with us since the start. Thank you very much for watching this special episode. I hope you learned a lot about parenting, and I hope that you guys will start using the strategies Tita has shared in this episode. That's it. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Stay safe,
guys.
everyone.
Thank you.
Stay healthy. Bye.
Stay healthy, guys. Keep safe. Bye.